Hey guys, it's Nicole, and I have just a few random things to share with you today. One is a real quick layout that I did with limited supplies. The second thing is a Father's Day card, and then I have a small haul. So, sorry I didn't do the layout prep vid first. I was having some severe computer issues, and I'm contemplating getting a new computer sometime soon, so I just didn't, even though I recorded it, I lost it somewhere on my computer. But anyways, one of the nights I was kind of reorganizing my craft room, so one of the nights before Ray went to bed, I pulled out a few stuff so I wouldn't be loud, like moving, containers and stuff. And I pulled out very limited amount of supplies just to do one layout. And so I'm going to share that with you today. It's not like any layout that I'm ecstatic about, but I think it turned out good with the few things that I had. First of all, these are scraps of paper I had from another project. So I pulled out a few scraps. These two are from Basic Gray PB&J. And I think you've probably seen this used on another layout. And then this one I used on a card. And then this one is the old October Afternoon Seaside that I did a layout a long time ago. You could see it in my video toolbar using this as the background. I believe I used that. But I used this yellow side here. And then I had a denim full piece of paper from the random collection that you'll see I used as a background, along with some craft cardstock. So I had that. And then I brought this with red, white, and blue mist because I knew, so the red I used, I'm not going to pull it, but I used Overdue, Passport, and then Calico White. And I used this mask right here. And since I was like in a disorganized element, my misting didn't go too well. I didn't have my proper mat out, and it just didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. I mean, the layout is okay, but it's nowhere near my normal liking of a layout. So I had that, and then the only other things I had no other embellishments out. I had these micro mono stickers because I knew they matched that yellow paper, and then I had these two packs from the Serendipity and Shine On collections. So I used a couple die cuts, and then I used these two letter pads for my title. So that is it. That's all this layout was made out of. Which, if you know how much stuff I normally pull for a layout, that's really not a lot. But okay, let me show you what it looks like here. And let's see how I'm going to do this. I'll just have to prop it up for a second, and then I'll move the camera up. Okay, so here it is. So all I did was I cut the, and I know I'm not getting all of it in. Sorry, I'm trying to, but there's no room right now. So all I did was I cut the craft cardstock 11 by 11 so that it would have a border of this denim. And then I took two 4x6 photos and stacked them on top of each other and just layered some paper. Oh, and I had a punch too. I had a scallop punch. And then it just says Pool Fun with Pop. And I wanted to stitch through the letters here, but I just couldn't access my sewing machine at this time. But yeah, there is where I did the misting, and then I outlined it with a gel pen, and it just didn't come out the way. It kind of, instead of sprayed, it kind of splattered, and so I'm not like crazy about the way that it turned out. This is a very one-dimensional layout, meaning like I have no three-dimensional embellishments on it, which is so weird, but it's cute, and it showed, what I wanted it to show. It's just not like, I probably put this together, and I'm not joking, 12 minutes. It was just a matter of cutting paper and layering everything. So that's that. And then this is also a pretty simple card because my whole idea was to just make Jay a Father's Day card, but I really wanted Regan's inside to kind of be the star. Hold on, I'm going to put this back down. So here is the card. It's a regular 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I use that smoky gray paper tray ink cardstock, and I ran it through my Cuttlebug to make this kind of diamond pattern. And then this paper and these two papers are from the Studio Calico. I forget what it's called, not Basics, but just all their like neutral colors. And then I heat embossed from the My Favorite Things. This is the die set and the ribbon stamp set. I just heat embossed with white embossing powder, best dad ever, and then wrapped some button twine around. And then on the back I stamped this little one-of-a-kind stamp. But what I did was I bought non-toxic paint, and I basically put some on a plate, sat it in front of Ray, and let her go to town. I wanted to originally put her little handprints, but she was too enamored with it, so she did the inside here. And I know it's not much, but it's just the fact that it was her own artwork, and I believe that she should be able to express herself as best she can as a 7-month-old. So I wrote my hand, sort of, but it was cute. My husband had to leave out of town for Father's Day, so we spent Saturday as Father's Day. So in the morning when he came out of taking a shower and stuff, she was in her little diaper holding this, so it was really cute. But so that's just a little card that I wanted to share. And then I have a very small haul, very, very small haul, just of a few random things. Sorry, I know I'm being noisy. First up, I went to Joann's today, and I just picked up a bunch of ink, and then these two things. And I originally saw Kate, hi Kate, from Crafting Kate show one of these. I forget which one she had. I think it was this one. And I wasn't really sure what they were, to be honest with you. I know that she said they were metal, but I didn't know if they were tacks or what. And then I saw Nicole from Ginger Cupcake Cards show them using the fine detail thing on her camera, and I fell in love with them. So I purchased these, and they were 30%. They were $2.99, 30% off, and then there was an additional 10% off, so really 40% off. I hate when Michaels does that. Then you're not really getting a super deal, but because they typically have 40% off anyways. But I got those. But what I really went there for was two things. I wanted a new gray ink, and I've heard good things about this Memento London Fog. So, because I use a lot the Weather Vane, but this is more of a bluish gray, and it's only good for certain projects. And then my charcoal gray, and I know this is totally retarded, but it just stains all my ink pads, and I know chalk ink does, and I love chalk ink, but this is just such a dark ink, so I wanted something kind of comparable, and I've heard good things about this. So I bought this. And then I am in love, and I've told you guys before, I have this, let me find it, hold on, I'm sorry, this, I have the quad of the Versa Magic Dewdrops, and this Oasis green I'm in love with, and this one comes with, just in case you're curious, the blue one comes with this, the Ocean Depth, and I know my camera is just not good enough quality for you to be able to read that, but this one's called Aspen Mint. And then it comes with Aquatic Splash. So anyways, I'm in love with this one. It inks so good. I took it on my trip and used it all over my Smashbook. So I wanted some more Versa Magic inks, but most importantly, I wanted some really bright kind of colors because I put in an order with Paper Tray Ink, and they have this new stamp set out, which I believe you heard Erin talk about in her video, but it's a stamp set that makes different sunbursts, with different patterns, and then it comes with a die cut. It's amazing. It's really awesome. And so I wanted some really bright colored inks, so I bought this, and I am in love with these colors. I haven't stamped them yet because I just got it a few hours ago, but it has Pink Grapefruit, Key Lime, which is a very bright greenish yellow, Persimmon, and Mango Madness, and I just think these two colors would be great for a starburst. So I'm super excited about that. And then I got two large Versa Magic pads in Sea Breeze, which is, I did stamp this one already, and it's so awesome. It's a very, very, very blue. It's almost like the Paper Tray Ink Hawaiian blue. And then I got the Pixie Dust, which is a pale pink, but it's not pale you can't see it. It's just pale, it's not as vibrant as this Pink Grapefruit. So that is all I got at Joann's. I really just went there for those inks. And then the last thing that I have to share are 3 of the new Gorgeous stamps. The first one I got, these are the 3 that I had to have out of all the new releases, this one's called Poppy Wood, and she is just so cute, and I like coloring her hair. I like how simplistic her face is, and this dress would be so easy to paper piece or color. So, sorry, my work phone was vibrating. And I just think it's versatile. This girl looks like, kind of, not sad, but just calm. So this could be like a sympathy card. This could be a very cute card from Reagan to her daddy, because it's just like this little innocent girl. It could be many things, so I just love it. And you could paper piece this dress in all different types of patterns. So this could be like Christmas, this could be whatever. And this is how big it is. And it's about, let me just tell you, it's about 4.5 inches tall. So I'm really excited about that. Then the next one is called The Pretend Friend. And again, love her hair. Love her little gown. So easy to paper piece. I always like how she has these black and white striped socks. And what I was thinking is, I told you guys that Reagan loves Strawberry Shortcake. And Strawberry Shortcake wears green and white stockings. So I could always color these girls to look like Strawberry Shortcake, which makes me so happy. And she has this little, like, fox toy that she's dragging around with her, but you could always just not stamp that and just have this little girl. Or you could stamp the string and just add anything here. I have all kinds of stamps of stuff I could put there. I could put a little puppy on the string, a little kitten, a little truck, whatever. So, and then this one is, oh, sorry, I'm trying to get it down so I could show you. This one is about 4 inches tall. It's a little bit shorter. It looks like that. And then the last one that I wanted is this one, and it's called I Gave You My Heart, and oh my gosh, I just think it's so cute. I think this is another really good one. We're going to be sending my husband, it's gone for 2 weeks, so I try to mail him a card like every 3 days, just from either Reagan or myself, or even the dog. I know that sounds silly, but I just think this is so cute for her to just send him, like, I'm sending you my heart or whatever. So, oh, and he's calling right now. But anyways, so I just thought this was super cute. And then this one is about 4.5 inches tall. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I have a few other orders coming in, so I will definitely do some more videos. Okay, thanks, bye.